It's been a minute since I actually sketched. Let's see what we're gonna sketch up today. What's up? What's up? It's been a minute since I sketched, so sure you got some sketches. He's like lost and found sketches. Looks peaceful there. Yeah, it's pretty peaceful right now. It's the weekend, so I expect it to be some noise. Couple hours. Come on, sketching's fun. I'm a guitar. I've been practicing learning the guitar. It's much harder than I thought. I make music, but this is a different ballgame. Let's see if I can try to play something for you guys without breaking your eardrums. I'm gonna draw some stuff up first. What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Today's a little different. It's not like usual. But I'll just get on here and take a break from having a bright light drawing and stuff. Just have a little break. Spend some time in nature. I got my guitar, got my wheat thins, got my headphones, and I got my drawing pad. I'm gonna draw some stuff up real quick. You guys should tell me what to draw. I have like a minute to just sketch that up. That'll be pretty fun. Test my imagination. I'm just really drawing the faces. It's hard not to draw a face. Draw my profile pic. See, I kind of see it on here. It'll be really hard to see because it's really small on it. But I can kind of see. It's like at an angle. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be. It's got really quick. I'm just drawing what I see right now because it's not really. So yeah, I just come on here to talk to you guys. See what you guys up to this Friday. Maybe we get to know each other a little bit more. I think that'd be cool. Can you do ASMR? Sure. Do some charcoal ASMR one of these days. I think later on today I might hop back on here and draw some stuff on live. Um, and maybe I'll just be completely quiet. You guys just listen to the sound of the charcoal on the weather. Yes, yes. I'm in Texas right now, Houston, Texas. It's not too bad. Oh, such a good voice for ASMR. Really? That's funny. I live in Texas. Dope, dope. A little bit in the country right now. If you couldn't tell by how quiet it is. This is gonna be a bad portrait, guys. It's like I drew this with my right hand. It's funny. I draw a lot of charcoal stuff, so like I'm drawing with a broad utensil. So when I switch over to pencil, sometimes I realize that that skill has gone away to draw with such a fine point. Yeah, draw with such a fine point. I'm gonna show you guys some stuff with this guitar that I learned. I'm learning, but it's man, it's hard, man. So I live more in the busy towns. Yeah, man. Guys, Texas is like people who want to come to Texas. Texas is not. It's not it, man. In my opinion, it's too crowded. So traffic's crazy. I mean, the rodeo season's in town and it is packed, man. You won't catch me dead there. A couple years ago, maybe, but not now. Excuse the train, guys. Texas is hot. It is hot. Texas is hot, but man, it changes so fast. So it could be hot today. Literally 3 days ago, not even 3 days ago. It's probably yesterday. It's 60 something degrees. Dropped down to the 40s last night. That night. Wake up. It's a beautiful day. It's not cold anymore. It's a beautiful day. I would never understand it. By the way, your website looks great. Thank you so much. Thank you for anyone who subscribed to get to enter the giveaway. That will be on the 15th. My birthday is tomorrow. So I don't want to end the giveaway tomorrow. So I'm gonna end it on the 15th. I shouldn't say birthday, I should say return day. I don't really believe in birthdays too much. I'm drawing what I know now, not what I see. So I'm drawing your lips in now, but it's probably not accurate. It was a really good base though to start off with. Your face was a good base to start off with. So I'm just gonna run with that. That's what I have so far. It's coming together. Happy B-Day, thank you. Because he moved out. I will depends on the circumstances. Hopefully he moved out for a good reason. Got stuck in traffic for 3 hours. What? That's crazy. I mean, it's not unexpected in Houston or Texas, but yeah, you gotta plan ahead out here. You gotta beat the traffic. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock traffic, 6 o'clock traffic on the depending on the day. Depends on the day. Lighthouse. Uh, The question, I did just see the question. A simple pleasure. A simple pleasure would be able, well, for me is enjoying the enjoying the little things that we sometimes pass up on life. That probably doesn't make sense, but I truly mean that a lot. Because I feel like in life I've been able to see a lot of the small things that a lot of people overlook. Glass half empty type of situations, being able to look at a glass half full. Something as small as a flower in the pavement is enough to make my day. Your hair is dope. My bad. Thank you. You guys, I actually had very uniform locks. It was very parted, nice locks. If you guys scroll through my YouTube, you probably see it. But man, it's not. I realized I was just like, well, what am I doing it for? You know, I mean, you look good, you feel good, right? I feel like I look good now, but just became more accepting of myself, and my hair is a representation of how I think. Just freely let it go. Good drawing. Thank you, guys. This is just like a random sketch. I don't even know what I'm drawing. It's not even like at first it was. I think she's in here still. First it was Elizabeth, but the screen is too small for me to get any type of details. But it was a good structure for me to start off with. So I'm just gonna let it flow from there. It's healthy for me. This is really healthy for me to draw something a little bit not so scripted. So thank you, Elizabeth. How come you draw so good? How do you do? How do you do it? Well, it's just a lot of repetition. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't even draw as good as I want to draw. But I guess that's just an artist mindset of like nothing's ever good enough in terms of, or I'm never gonna be satisfied, which I am happy with. Satisfaction is a fool's man's game. Excuse that noise. Find something you love, practice it, and fall in love with it. Don't do it for the audience. Don't do it for money. Do it because you love it. Everything else will follow up afterwards. And that's true advice. That's the realest advice I can give. Truly, man. Truly. I resonate with that so much. I resonate with that so much. There's nothing that can pull me from that. Right? That's why I keep getting better. Thank you. Yeah, it's I should have brought my charcoal out here. That would have been fun. I should have brought my charcoal. I can make like little faces with that. That would have been fun. I fear if I never mind. Respect. Thank you. Rastafari. This is good, right? Taking the time to truly just spend some time in nature. This is beautiful. I do it pretty often. I don't always broadcast it, obviously, but Guys, the weather is beautiful where you at. Take some time, spend some time in nature. I think no one knows how healing nature really is. This is how this is coming along. Smear is not that type of. Don't I remember when I first realized how to make faces dramatic when drawing. You just add a whole bunch of like lines and stuff. So check this out. I'm gonna show you guys something. So like this face, right? It's not much going on here. You can add a little jawline to make it look incapacitated like this. You can add some lines here. You can make the person look a little older just by going like that. Right? Bring this in. This under. How about we give him some glasses? Glasses be nice. You guys get to finally see me draw my left hand. I can actually draw both hands. Thank you, Hustle Vision. Really appreciate that. I'm up north. The weather is still cold. Dang, that's crazy. I used to love cold weather, but yeah, it's not a cup of tea no more. But I'll spend some time in Colorado for sure. The crap I need. Thank you. You got to curve it with it. So I have no eraser, and that's good, but wish I had one. How funny. I'm an artist and I have no erasers. What was I gonna say? You guys can bend the rules when you draw these faces. If you know how to draw a face, you could bend the rules and make some crazy funky faces. See if I got one here. Time I drew Ice Cube when I first got this notebook. Ice Cube. It's all like dirty now. It's all smeared and stuff. Curry. Some red guy. Sad red guy. Today was a good day. I didn't have to use my AK. That's good. That's really good. Hope you never have to use that. As a celebrity hit you up. No celebrity. No celebrity. This is an original face. It's pretty dope. And you can get so lost in drawing stuff and you can just draw some crazy stuff. But oh, this is the Bob Marley. Somewhat of a Bob. This guy. I haven't looked in this notebook in a minute, so it's pretty fun to see these things. Let's see if I can create somebody real quick like that. Oh, skull. This is dope. This is some charcoal. This is really fun. This is my first time drawing a skull. This is fire. and some talented. Thank you. Sounds that make you sleepy. The guitar. Guys, I will be playing this guitar, and like 5 minutes later, my eyes are just getting low. It's crazy. I'm trying to push you guys here. I'm gonna play. Still learning, so I have all these writings on here. I'm learning Bob Marley Redemption song right now. Hold on. How do I pick turn out? Let me show you. Show you. We actually turned her into something else. Let's talk about this party. Where you from? I'm from Houston, Texas. Forgive the dog. Dump her. Forgive the dog. Dump her. The dog didn't know. He had the glasses on you. It's unfinished. You turned into somebody. Alright, I'm gonna do this again. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't like the grandma. Yeah, it turned around. Oh, okay, okay. I got it now. Check this. All right. Then we go to C card. C card. C. C is such a beautiful note, isn't it? It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm still learning. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, so I'm drawing with a really cool face right now. Let's see. I'm gonna start really big circle. We'll do we'll make it like really scribble art. Make it really scribbly. You guys hear the birds just yapping away. If you meditate out here, you can hear the birds a little bit better. You can probably understand what they're talking about. So the thing about the nose is people don't realize you don't really have to draw the nose. It's more of a shadow, right? Draw the nose like a shadow. I think my biggest challenge when it came to drawing faces was that I drew, or at least structured faces, was that I drew the eyes too far up, not realizing that our nose and eyes are actually pretty close together, right? Or at least the bridge of the nose. It's best to do the eyes together. If you don't, you can get a little lost. Doing it from that angle has definitely just made me get a little lost. We turn these to eyebrows, man. I don't have an eraser, so this is actually good for me. It's gonna make me work and accept the mistakes I make. Something like life, huh? Well, in life we don't really make mistakes. Seems like your left hand it does a yeah. You guys haven't seen me draw my right hand, but if I do, it'd probably be horrible, to say the least. I mean, there's some horrible art, but it won't be nice in my opinion. I didn't even plan ahead for the sparkle in the eye. If I can't erase it, I guess I'm gonna have to just leave it there. It's gonna look flat. You guys want to make eyes look real? You have to add that upper eyelid, that part up there. Let's shade this. You actually know I'm too dark in the eyes, but that's okay. Let's make it come from right here to give it that shadow, just like that. Draw a circle for the bag of the eye. Let's give the eye some weight to make it look heavy. Maybe give a sense of melancholy or just some sadness going on, right? And the eyes are heavy means they got a lot going on, a lot of stress, a lot on their mind. Let's make sure we get this. I have to think ahead when I do my highlights since I can't erase. Let's give him a little mustache. Just give him a little headband or something. They conveys the emotions. Yeah, for the longest time, I always, I don't know, maybe something subconscious. I always drew sad people. What the bird is talking about right now, but this man here, I'm not sad. This man lives in chaos out here. He used to make a lot of sad music. Only happy accidents, yes. Can't find which bird it is. You guys have a favorite artist? Favorite artist, whether it's underground or known, a known artist? All right. Who are you drawing? Looks like my friend that just passed. Oh wow. Not it's just a random person. I don't know. There's no reference today. I didn't flow. That's some facial hair, some more facial hair. It just fills in a blank. Facial hair is always best just to fill in stuff. Some cross hatching. I'm really big on details. I know I shouldn't focus on them as much as I do, but I love just adding details to stuff. It's hard for me to skip out on that. Hard to really have a favorite. Frida Dali as Dali's dope. Eccentric Dali. I don't know, is that a bee, a fly, or a wasp? CJ from San Andreas. That's funny. What was I thinking the other day? I don't know. I was thinking something, but I was like, dang, GTA 6 is still not out. That is crazy. I mean, they got the trailer out, but so much stuff has happened, and we still don't have GTA 6. It's crazy. At this point, I don't even want to play the game. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna play it regardless, but it's just crazy. I feel like they're doing it on purpose. The game, I get they're developing it, and stuff, but I feel like they know what they're doing. They're building a hype, kind of like a TV show, like Stranger Things. They drop it and they wait like 4 years to release it, even though they don't need to really wait that long. Builds up the hype so more people can buy it. That's what I that's what I think. Maybe I could be wrong, but it's just crazy. I don't know if I really wanna play it anymore. It's kind of hard drawing at this angle, but it's kind of fun too. Let's give him some veins in his eye to make him look tired. This is always a cool little touch to add to things. Little bitty veins in his eye, make him look tired. Tired of stress, tired of life. Why are you so tired, guy? Don't you know that life is what you make it? Don't you know that being bored is a choice? Drawing King. Thank you, Sport with Brayley and Charles. Thank you. Really appreciate it, man. Our woman. Yellow Jackets. Oh, Yellow Jackets. I was like, I don't know why I thought you were really talking about Yellow Jackets. I feel like I seen like probably an episode of that. I'm not really like really big on TV shows. Like I'm slowly getting into it, but I'm more of a movie buff. So I can sit and talk about movies for like I mean I can sit and watch my favorite movies like all day, man. I watched Memento for the first time like 3 weeks ago, and I love it. Man, that movie is so freaking. I mean, to be honest, all Christopher Nolan movies are awesome, but I didn't know that was the one that put him on the map either. So cute, thank you. I produced this pretty dope. But yeah, I'll check it out. I definitely check it out. I think my favorite movie of all time is definitely Shutter Island. Shutter Island. So if you guys haven't seen Shutter Island, go watch Shutter Island. That movie's it's the best movie ever, man. It's the best movie ever. Interstellar, that's a good one too. Interstellar is awesome. Watching from the Philippines. Dope, dope. Would love to visit there one day. We draw as if we sent you our picture. I definitely would. I guess days like this, I definitely would, just for fun. If I had my tablet out here, I definitely could. But since I'm only on one device, it'd be kind of hard for me to do that right now. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe have you guys send some pictures, and I'll just do like a fun, rough sketch for you guys. That'll be pretty fun. Right. I think that's pretty. I don't know if they don't. Thank you. Show you guys how to draw just a eye, basic eye with mouth shading, right? I think the best way to draw an eye is to start with the circle itself, right? Start the circle itself. Over. Remember that the top line overlaps the bottom one. They don't meet at a point. It overlaps it, right? So come down off of it. It's probably gonna be like so wonky though, because I can barely sit up. This little line up here that you left out, turn that into the eyelid a little bit, just a little bit. You can come up here and do that too. Turn that to the eyelid. Eyelid's gonna be really dark. Actually, you wanna have that there. I think I went a little too big, but let's have it right here. I used to draw, but it's been a while. Should get back into it. It's very therapeutic. And you I'm sure you already know that, but so look, check this. So you draw your little pupil of the eye. This little these lines right here that I drew, I'm gonna turn those into the highlight just by coming in like this, rounding it off like that. That's gonna be a highlight. So I'm just gonna shade all around that. I think I'm doing this right. Then you get a little lighter down here. Right, right. The dark. Come in. Make it like you like that. That's better like that. So you fade out. Just like that. this dark. Make it dark around here too. Gotcha. Make it dark around here. Shade, shade, shade. Make it a soft shade. Keep it soft. Sometimes keeps us out of trouble. Definitely. It's never too late though. That's crazy. Out of leg. Almost. Gotta draw a little lighter now, so I won't burn through it. I'm gonna probably use my finger. Now the eye itself also isn't pure white. Oh wow, I drew it. I had the line here and I drew it in another spot. That's crazy. I totally miscalculated where I was drawing it at. Maybe it's this angle is throwing me off. Anyways, just make it like really light. Are you a little teared up? Start scribbling now. When you draw your lashes, make sure you draw them. Um, start smallest on this side, and then get the biggest up here. Curve them the direction that they're coming. Doing it fast because I'm literally running out of lead, and I don't have any more here. Draw a little bit down here. Out. Guess that means I'm actually I can. This is a little bit that I have left. But eyebrow, just like scribbling this in. The fun part when it comes down to art is that when you don't care about it as much in terms of perfection, you really create the most beautiful pieces of work. That's something you have to grow to accept after realizing that art isn't perfect. That's what makes it art. When I'm drawing and I'm not filming, listen to music. And someone had asked me what kind of music I listen to when I'm drawing. I listen to classical music most times. Like 90% of the time I'm listening to classical music, where there's no words being played, it's just instruments. I can understand music, but I can't understand instruments, right? Well, I think we all in that way because it's not verbal. So you can concentrate more on the art aspect, of what you're doing versus when you're listening to an actual song, especially one that you know, you're almost multitasking in a way because you're listening to the song, you're understanding it completely, the words, the beats, all of that, right? And you're drawing at the same time. Trust me, I experienced it firsthand. The difference, how my art turns out when I'm drawing to mainstream music versus I'm drawing to classical music, just instruments, Beethoven and stuff like that. It's the only one I know, honestly. But just different sonatas and stuff. It really, really makes a difference. Also, drawing late at night, 3 a.m. to be precise. Unique and invisible, thank you. Uh, Drawing at 3 a.m. is a very interesting hour to draw or do anything creative. Good morning, good morning. Where are you at? Where's morning? That's dope. Wish it was morning right now. Start the day over. It's 6 a.m. It's 6 p.m. right out here. Uh, Anything you do that's creative, if you do it at 3 a.m., there's something magical about that time. Not even the time, forget the time. Something magical about that that point, right? I don't want to say time because it has nothing to do with per se the time, right? It has more to do with just the earth. Energy. Let's just say that energy, especially on the full moon. It's crazy. But anyways, just try it out. You guys are familiar with the Juice World piece. I did that on live, but I finished it at 3 a.m. that same night. And that's when I seen the peak in my art, and my art changed ever since then. Look at my Juice World one and look at all my newer pieces from then. In my opinion, right? Changed for the better. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what it was. I was just so into it. I woke up, I couldn't sleep. I checked the time. It was like maybe 3, maybe 2:30, about to be 3. I looked at my Juice World portrait. I was like, I could touch it up some more. Took out the charcoal. It just locked in. There was no music, nothing. Just creating, just going. And then like for some reason, I was just able to. I can't even put into words. Just like push myself, but not to a point of strain. I didn't even know I was pushing myself. I was just doing it. Felt natural. And then took a step back. Was like, whoa, this is crazy. And for the first time, I liked my art. There's not a lot of pieces I like, but I love that Juice WRLD one. I really did. So there's an episode of Bob Burgers, if you guys watch Bob Burgers, where he woke up at 3 a.m. and made the best burgers of his life. You guys probably seen that episode. I think it's on the newer seasons. I found that funny. See, why do Americans say, oh my God? It's just natural to us. I don't know. But yeah, watch that episode. It's really interesting. I found it interesting just because I related to it. It's crazy. 3 a.m. late at nights when you create the best pieces. Not even art. If you're a chef, cook at 3 a.m. If you're if you do carvings and I don't know, just anything that's creative, try it at 3 a.m. It's funny because they tell us 3 a.m. is a bad time to, you know, not gonna get into that, but watching 3 a.m. equals watching hour. Let's say watching hour. Huh. Yeah, they're like, oh, it's the devil's hour, all of this stuff. Or if you wake up at 3 a.m., there's it means there's something watching you or um some stuff like that, you know. And I'm not saying I'm far from a person that believes in that type of spiritual stuff because I'm probably the biggest one at it, but I do believe the system kind of flipped that. I don't think it's a bad hour at all. At all. You shouldn't be scared to wake up at 3 a.m. It's- Like I said, for me, it was the best hour. Maybe it's just how you look at it. Maybe you just gotta change perspective. You can see it as a bad time to wake up, or you can see it as the best time to wake up, the time to create. The pattern I'm trying to get down. Go thumb, ring finger, little finger. Take care. Appreciate you for coming. Be safe. Be safe. It's the grand awakening. Some people are aware to it now. Sure. Facts. Facts. Grand awakening. It's like you have to watch yourself. It's like you have to watch yourself. That's a really good way to look at it. It's a really good way to look at it. Like you have the world to yourself for a couple hours, huh? It's a really good way to look at it. Maybe demons can watch you fly and draw eyes. Superstition. Yeah, they can watch me draw. They can't touch me. Just watch me draw. I'm trying to play. Well, I'm not trying to, but I'm learning to play. What is it? Feeling Whitney by Post Malone. The whipping realize food. Hey, we love Willow Smith. She's dope. She's more in tune than a lot of people think. Like her brother. Thanks for the love. Thank you guys. I'm gonna get off here in like 5 minutes. The best time to look at the sun is when it's rising and when it's setting. Best time to look at the sun and get some energy from the sun. It's beautiful energy from the sun. It's the best time. I mean, that's the time when you can really just look at it anyways, right? Just stare right at the sun without it messing up your eyes or hurting your eyes. So, uh, Freeways, it's interesting. Like, uh, my birthday may be tomorrow, but it doesn't feel like it. I think that's a beautiful thing. I try not to celebrate birthdays. It don't really align with me and my path anymore. If that makes sense. I mean, but I cherish the fact that that it is a day I landed here. But if we eliminate the thought of time and all that stuff, I mean, let's be honest, does does a birthday ever come back around? You know? And I'm speaking in terms of you know, things just being infinite, things just keep on going, so it's interesting. Calendar just repeating, repeating, repeating. But that's only because of time. So if we eliminate that, it's just safe to say we just keep going. Energy never dies, it never dies, it just keeps going. So why put an age on yourself? Why? You are what you believe, right? If you believe that you possess something to create, then you can create. If you tell yourself you can't do something, then you can't do it. I mean, you have the most power to anyone, right? So you tell yourself you're 16, you're 16. You tell yourself you're 25, 25. If you tell yourself, oh, I'm getting old, you know, tell yourself you're getting young, you're getting young, right? What if you tell yourself that you're infinite? What if you tell yourself that you have no number, that you're just here? You're not 20, you're not 30, just existing, right? You're infinite. What does that do? What does that do to your mindset then? What happens? I believe that all things over time have an effect, right? So what if you tell yourself over time, just that stuff it doesn't matter. I had a milestone birthday this week, and now I'm counting backwards. Totally right. Dope. Counting backwards that's dope. Love that. She knows. He or she knows. I think it's a she. I don't know. Theoretically, could I be infinity 1 years old? Definitely. I mean, if you tell yourself, you definitely notice you say infinite. first. So you're just this infinite number. And then you're years old afterwards. Like smile, thank you. Yeah, you guys, I mean, they it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, when you realize the power we possess, your whole reality shifts. Your whole reality shifts. And it can shift in an instant. That's the crazy part. So I mean, well that comes with the awareness, right? Once you become aware, that's when the reality shifts. That's when perspective shifts. When you become aware of that. Nothing ever changes if you don't become aware of it. That's on anything, any aspect of life. Yeah, I feel you. Back your age, not your shoe size. Back your age, not your shoe size. Princess. Act your age. Well, yeah, yeah, but I don't know. Prince set it up. Then everyone gets old and want their inner child again. Facts. Facts. You get old, you start to think about, oh, I'm getting older. I can't do this no more. I can't do that. I'm expecting myself to get sick. Everyone that gets old gets sick. I'm getting old. I can't. All these things, and it's like it's crazy, you know, because it's not real. It's not real. You just gotta take it out. It's not real. But I know that that takes time, because it takes time for me to understand that too. It takes time to jump out of that aspect of what happens around you has to happen to you. That I don't think that happens. I don't think that's true. Just because you, I mean, let's be honest. What is old? You know, what does old mean? What does young mean? You know, these are just words. Let's be honest. It's like let's pretend that that words didn't exist. How would you tell someone that you're old? If words didn't exist, if you didn't communicate in that way, and there was no definition for young or old, would you even tell yourself that you that? Would you tell anyone that you're old or young? And I'm genuinely asking that question, not rhetorical. Thoughts on American genocide. Um, from the moment it happened, the moment they probably gonna if I get into that, they're probably gonna end my life. Oh, well, I appreciate different things differently. Aspects of life. But the max party, man. Thanks for the subscription. I think I'm a little. I think I'm off. Is that 90 shirt? I thrifted this. It's thrifted. I don't really know. It's just some random shirt. My aunt is 105 years old. She still acts like this. She still acts the same. Still sassy, etc. Kissing her. No, it's not. It's a little slower. Exactly. And I guarantee you, in her mindset, she probably doesn't even like thinks that she's like that. She's that number, right? She may not even voice it to anyone, but when you really consciously you tell yourself something, you kind of act on that subconsciously, right? You might not even know it. If you tell yourself your whole life you're a child, you're gonna have a childlike instinct your whole life without even knowing it. Now, it's not saying to literally act like a child. You don't have to don't do that. Age is just wisdom. I like that. Age is just wisdom. Your word is your word. Your word is your wand. Oh wow, I love that. I love it. You guys got some really good uh quotes. Original or if they're not original or some really good quotes. Your word is your wand. That is a big I really resonate with that. Your word is your wand. And and I resonate with that so deeply because a lot of people don't realize the smallest things you say have the biggest impact tomorrow, today, and just within your life. And that's the truth. I mean, I think that's a harsh reality for people to accept. You tell yourself you can't do something. Do you know what you just said? You literally cursed yourself, in my opinion. That's a big word. It's bigger than any other word that they say is a curse word. Can't is a strong word, right? Don't ever tell yourself you can't do something. Don't ever tell yourself you can't do something. You can do anything, man. You can do anything. In my family, can't means won't. Hmm. I knew you would resonate. I like that. I definitely understand that. I find can't means won't. Yeah, and I'm like, just say that. At least you're saying that with power within yourself. Like, hey, I won't do that. Or hey, you should learn how to play the guitar. It's like, no, I won't do that. Instead of saying, no, I can't do that. It's too hard. It's like, well, you said it, so it is. I feel like when you say can't, you're putting the power within something else onto yourself. But when you say won't, you're putting the power within yourself. You're owning that. Big old blizzard just flew over you. I missed it. It's like a blue sky. It's crazy. That's crazy. It's pure blue back there. Anything is possible. You have the right mind. Yes. You look so cool. Thank you. It's all about positive thinking. That's all it is. But I understand. Um, these type of you don't you don't understand it till you become aware of it at all. At one point in life, we all were negative, at least once. We all did things. No, it's not till you become aware you can change your thought process on things. So I don't judge anyone that thinks differently than me. I don't judge anyone that has a different belief than me or anything like that. I mean, why? Why would I? What do I gain from that? I get on here sometimes. I draw. Today I'm talking. Uh, and I see a lot of people come in and out with a little hate and stuff. Uh, hate and I just see them as versions of myself. They probably had a bad day. They probably woke up on the wrong side of the bed. They want to take it out on me. It's fine. it's not gonna truly bother me. But if it helps you get that out, so if you wanna, I'm not gonna hate you for it. I know in this world that can be a double-edged sword. You know, you could be, I wouldn't say naive, but you could be really nice and get backstabbed by the person you're being nice to, or just being having a good heart. That's just the game, though. Judgment can make one's heart deaf. Huh? Definitely resonate with that too. Judgment can make one's heart deaf. Hmm. You're still a young man. You haven't seen nothing yet. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Though I feel like I've been here many times in this realm, I landed here plenty of times. I definitely know that there's so much more life to experience. There's so much more ups and downs to experience. So I'm here for the ride. I'm here for the roller coaster. I'm here for the roller coaster. I'm here for the journey. I'm not here for the destination. Enjoying it, man. I mean, like drawing. I'm creating. I'm meditating. I'm playing music. I have a beautiful community that I speak to. So, and then when when life hits, it hits, and I just move through with it. It's nothing personal. I know the universe means well. I know myself means well. I know there's nothing could truly harm myself. Nothing could truly harm I. So when you have that mindset, I guess it's a bit easier to walk through life when you realize you're a little bit more than a human being. You have much more power to just. I guess that's a conversation for another day. Right at dawn. Yes, man. Progress over product. Facts. 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 Progress over product. Yep. Very talented. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's imperative to 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 eliminate the fear in your life. If you have any fear within you, within your heart, within your environment, eliminate that. I know it's easier said than done, but in life is a journey, so you're not gonna eliminate that overnight. But eliminate that, and life will get lighter, right? Because you no longer have fear. Fear is a really, really heavy subconscious weight that we carry, and that's the truth. And I say subconscious because we don't even know we carry that. Day to day, we just wake up, do our thing, and this and that. But a lot of us have some fear, some really, really heavy, deep rooted fear in us. And I'm not perfect. I know, well, no one's perfect. And I know I have fears. I may not be as aware of them as I would like to be. Because I would like to believe that I have no fears. But, well, fears in this 3D world, to say. You know, bottom line, a lot of talent. Anything that you do would dissect and figure it out. That's talent. Thank you. Really resonate with that. Consciously, I have no fears. I say that. Consciously, I have no fears. Maybe there's a fear subconsciously somewhere, right? But I feel like head on, it it doesn't. When it comes to the upfront, I'm not scared of it. I mean, why? Why? Why be scared? If there was a meteor, whatever, coming to Earth right now, right? You seen it just coming, and you got you got 95% of the population that's gonna try to do their best to avoid it. Why are you trying to avoid it? I'm not saying, you know, die or nothing like that. But I mean, that just deals with how you think of that word. But you have everyone running to Walmart, Target to get all the food that they can, all the waters, and you got people building bomb shelters, and that's paranoia. That's fear. Do you think you're gonna live forever? If you get under your bunker and you're safe from the giant catastrophe that's going on above you, now what? It's comfortability. You want to be safe, and that's there's nothing wrong with that. But we all face our fears at one point in life. And I'm talking about real fears, not scared of snakes, spiders, and stuff like that. I'm talking about real fears. And maybe the biggest one of them all, as a collective that people are afraid of, is unfortunately death. Right? I kind of fear being in the middle of the ocean on a floaty. I mean, I kind of resonate with that. The fear of the unknown, what's underneath you, right? Thousands and miles deep down, right? I can understand that. I think shame makes itself look like fear a lot. That's why we need to be vulnerable. Shut down shame and fear. Facts. That again. I think shame makes itself look like fear. Completely agree with that. Studying to be a death doula right now. Society never talks about death or die hardly. I never heard of a death doula, and that's a really cool field to study. And yeah, unfortunately, they don't talk about that enough. But I mean, like I say, the things if you things we're afraid to talk about, usually things we're literally afraid of as a society, not any individual. As society, not an individual. Like I, it's funny. Some people can compose themselves, but society as a whole cannot. You tell me the world's ending, I'm be like, okay. You tell the whole world or tell a neighborhood the world's ending, there's havoc, there's mass hysteria going on, right? The fear of oh, I'm gonna lose it all, right? My home, everything I own, my car. Life can't end now. Then I ask you, what do those things truly mean, you know? I get it, it's your home, you worked hard for it, it's your car, you worked hard for it. It's your life. You built it. You worked hard for it. I totally understand. But outside of that, what does it mean? You know, what does it mean? I have this theory of a garage, right? You have your home, you have your garage. I drive, uh, you drive past people homes, they have the garage door open, and you see a whole bunch of stuff in their garage, right? This is not any diss to anyone that has garage with a lot of stuff, but this is an accumulation of things that you collected in your life, right? These things represent you. Not talking about the items particularly, right? Lawnmower and all that stuff, like not particularly the lawnmower, just as a whole. This is the baggage that you carried in your life. That's ironic. There's Mormons driving, riding bikes now. This is things you collect in your life. And then when you're gone, where does it go? Where does your garage of life go? You collected all these things. Does it mean anything anymore? Does your garage is it even your garage anymore? I fear dying a bitter person. And I think that's a good fear to have to prevent us from dying a bitter person. It's so and like I say, fear isn't the worst. It's not a bad thing to have. Fear keeps you alive. If if we're living in a physical sense, fear keeps us alive. And the opposite of fear keeps us curious. Curiosity, you know. No, they say curiosity killed the cat. It did, but the cat got to experience. The cat got to live. The cat, you know, it's two sides to the coin. You got to be the coin. Don't pick a side. It's true. Fear shouldn't be dying. Dying is inevitable, but we should be fearful. We we aren't living facts. Facts. That's I totally agree with that. Stop looking for my people. They do not exist. Stop walk alone. And I'm okay with that. And that is good. And that is good. Don't fear being alone either. That's why you are. It's the most important thing to leave behind. Take anything with you. Yes. And so you have your garage full of life, full of everything that you collected. Think of your life like a movie. Step back and watch your movie unfold. Watch the drama unfold in your life. Take yourself out of your life and look at it. Third person. Stop living in your life and take a step back, look at it, and realize you've collected nothing, right? You're 30 years old, you're 40 years old. I'm bringing age back in here, but it holds no weight, but just for conversation purposes. You're 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, however, right? Take yourself out of your life, and then you realize you collected truly nothing, right? I mean, we can trick ourselves and tell ourselves we collected all these things. There's these people in this realm who, um, you know, they vibrate on that level, so they all they claim is what they've gained in this life, and unfortunately, that's material. And God forbid someone takes it away from them, they're gonna be livid. You're gonna see a whole different side of them because they put so much energy into all these other things. It's crazy. It's really crazy. That's that's truth. And that's not humans at its core. That's the ego at its core. That has nothing to do with a being, the soul. That's ego at its core. There's nothing wrong with the ego, but the ego does what it can to stay alive. When the ego dies, so does the physical. You see, we can't come down here without the ego. That just has that's how it happens, right? You can't have full spirit with no ego. You won't exist. You'll just be pure energy or whatever, or you'll just be something else. Just like the animals, ego, animalistic ways, right? We have a conscious in terms of being able to think a little bit outside survival. We get to contemplate our ego, right? So when you have an intrusive thought, you can second think that if a lion sees a piece of meat in front of them or a dead zebra, it's just gonna go for it. It's just animal instinct. You can't stop that. But you can second think. You can tell yourself not to eat that, right? And that right there means that you have conscious, that you have awareness, and that you was put here for a certain reason, right? Not to obtain all these things that's built and made, handmade in factories and all this BS, right? Tell yourself that you're borrowing everything. Everything that you have in your life, you're borrowing. That's the best way to put it, and that puts less weight on your soul, on your ego. Helps give you an ego death too. We need some ego deaths in our life. It's reality checks. You're thinking too much and getting nowhere. At least trying to find a meaning of life. True. I remember there was a point where, uh, probably when I was like 16, uh, trying to understand life, understand religion, understand all this stuff, right? And started to realize the meaning to life is that there is no meaning. You just gotta, you just I can't even put into words. You know it's real when you can't put into words. It means it's beyond verbal. It's something you just gotta understand on an energetic level. Is the meaning to life is a rabbit hole. I'll put it like that. Just like everything else, every other conspiracy, it's a rabbit hole. It's fun. It's fun to contemplate that. It's fun to just get your mind going and stuff. But when you come back to reality and you think, you know, come back to reality, you don't need to contemplate the meaning of life. No man or woman should have to deal with that. It's heavy. It's really heavy. Really, really heavy. Foreign stuff's realistically true. And I heard for a long time just to get time facts. That's why I said we're more than just a body. She said it. So it's better we have consciousness without the body. Guess that could be fair, yes. Facts. And just keep being you. Thank you. I love your username too. Third eye. It's crazy, man. I mean, the people that's in here listening, I mean, immediately I can already tell you guys probably some very aware people, woke people. I don't want to say the word woke because it the that word has been through the wire these last couple of years, and it doesn't hold its weight as it did before the trend of being woke came around, and that's the truth. Life is spiritual, facts. Life is spiritual if you believe it. You know, I tell people that your belief is the strongest thing that you can have. Not belief in God, not belief in, you can believe in any higher power or whatever, but just belief in general. Take the word belief away. What is this thing that we have that draws us so close to some concept that we in this realm call belief? You know, that's it's not a word anymore, it's energy, it's something bigger than that. That is power, right? And it's power because there was a time I went through a rabbit hole of uh having outer body experiences, right? Uh Astral projecting and things like that. And a Christian woman told me, uh, she's like, "Oh, that's the devil, this and that, you know, all this stuff." And I didn't, you know, just listen to her. But she says not real, it's the devil and this and that. But I told her, how does your beliefs, how are you to tell me, like, I'm not pushing this on you, but how are you to tell me that what I experienced is false, when what you experience is real? You go to church and you see people that catch the Holy Ghost, see the people that tell you the reason they believe in God because they seen him in action in their life. And I don't discredit that at all, you know? But when I say I believe something differently, I'm wrong. Even though I have my own evidence to prove it, right? It doesn't make sense. It just comes down to belief. What you believe is gonna happen, right? If you believe in God, then God will definitely have a hand in your life. He will definitely do things for you in your life. If you believe in the universe is going to have some type of effect in your life. If you believe that all the power is within yourself, you're going to have some type of impact in your life. That's just how it is. That's the truth. You know. So belief is real. Christianity is real. Buddhism is real. Excuse the music, guys. All that stuff is real. It's completely real. Near death experiences is real. Out of body experiences is real. Astral projection, lucid dreams, uh, sleep paralysis, all these things, 100% real to the individual that believes in it. And that's where I'll leave it at. Of course, a Christian person who's heavily uh in 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 the Bible and all these things, right? Of course, you're not gonna believe in a near death experience or not near death experience, uh astral projection, right? And I don't fault you for that. I don't fault you for that. You haven't you didn't program your mind to believe in all this stuff. Just like I didn't program my mind to believe in all that stuff. You know, we're just different. We're different people with different beliefs. Same people, different beliefs. 'Cause we're all one. It's facts. I'm Christian, but my near-death experience didn't show me Jesus, but showed me the universe. Showed me the universe loved me. That was enough for me to want to continue life. Wow. Wow. That's amazing, man. Heartwarming. That's amazing. Look, we have 111 likes. 111. We love that number. Um, I love that, Samuel. Showed you the universe. You know, I'm not against Christianity at all, right? It feels different when the mind isn't open, you know? If you're not open to even the universe, because the universe is universal. When people talk about the universe, you're not saying universe. There's no box in universe. You're talking about life. You're talking about consciousness. You're talking about ether, the air, the things around you that you can't see, the things that you can see. You're talking about light and dark, moon and sun. You're talking about crazy. You're talking about life. You're talking about everything, death, you know? So if you're a Christian, you say, I don't believe in the universe. I just believe in God. I'm not against you. Just like, hey, you know, in my eyes, like it's a little bit closed off, but I'm not gonna fault you for that. You must have did something in your life to where you just feel like, hey, there's nothing else outside of him, and that is okay. That is okay. I'm just an individual that would love to leave this realm with an open mind. So therefore, I have one now, an open mind. I went to church when I was little. Uh, uh, I'm gonna say I enjoyed it, but it didn't resonate with me, and that's just that. He who controls the air controls the environment. Mm, love it. Controls the air. I told the whole like story and was being crazy talking about it. He didn't understand. He didn't understand. He didn't understand. Gotta understand these things. How much for your autograph? I have my website up, guys. Want to purchase some art? It's really interesting. These are the conversations that's kind of hard for people to have. You know, this is stuff people get bored of. Their mind is not being stimulated the way they want to be stimulated. That's okay. Maybe in your future they'll resonate. It's beautiful. Consciousness is waking up, waking up. The quotes in that. I would just say the consciousness is becoming aware, and we love that. We love that a lot. Love it. I'm some graffiti. I don't know what you mean. Oh, I came across this what was it? I don't know. I was reading some book and oh, it was a thou book, something like that. And it said anything that you're able to perceive, you are not that. You are not that. You're able to perceive the trees around you, so you are not the trees. Because the observer cannot become aware of itself. It just doesn't have. Think of it like a video game, right? We'll take GTA for example, because that's like a it's a good example. So you're that character, right? That character can't realize it's being played, right? It just can't. It's gonna get kind of confusing, but I'm gonna try to break it down. Understand. Fear what they don't understand, so it's easier to say that person needs to have facts. Facts. People are scared to people what they don't understand, they fear it and they put a label on it. We don't understand people that's mentally ill, so let's just throw them in a psychiatric. We don't understand these hippies who's saying, "Oh, freedom, this and that." So let's just label them that. Sit them to the side. They're crazy. Leave them. They put labels on everything and throw us out. It's okay. Uh, like I was saying, you're not what you perceive. So you're not your thoughts. If you can perceive your thoughts, you're not your thoughts. And that's a big one for some people. Some people actually act on their thoughts, you know. But when you realize that you're able to perceive them, that means you're not them. You look in the mirror, you can see yourself. That means you're not this body because you can see it, you can perceive it. You're something more than that. So now you're getting deeper. You're like, okay, I'm not the trees. Well, you're everything around you, but we're getting deeper now. You're not the trees. You're not your voice, right? You're not your thoughts. You're not this physical body that you see in the mirror. What am I? Then you start to think like, who's really controlling the sticks here? Who tells me to jump and not jump? But that just further proves that there's, I wouldn't say a higher power, but there's something more to this, to life, or to just this realm than just you. There's something more. There's something more. There's energy. You're right. There's energy. There's something more to it. For energy, with a pinch of stardust. I think a little sprinkle of stardust. Man, that's crazy. I mean, we're talking about something deep right now. That's like you're hitting the brink of you're thinking too deep. I think we're getting a little too deep right now. And then you hit the point of like the furthest you can go as a human mind, as a consciousness. Anything other than that, you can't fathom. You can't even. It's like trying to think of a new color. You can't create a new color, or you can't visually think of a new color because it's out of our capability, right? You can't fathom one. You just can't. Scientists have their own reason why we can't and all that, but spiritually, you just can't. We're in the fourth dimension. You can only do so much here, right? I had dreams where I can look in the mirror and the reflection was not me. So I believe dreams are past lives the mind reuses to get, refuses to forget. Huh. It's an interesting concept. Past lives. I mean, it's only right to think that too, right? Past lives. that we've been here multiple times. I mean, surely you guys don't think this is your first time here, right? Funny. Yeah, man, it's crazy. But it's beautiful, you know? Like I said, it's fun to think deep. It's really fun. But it's not the objective. No one wants to strain our thoughts and stuff. Instead, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ability that you have to be able to even think that deep. I mean, I'm not I'm not bashing any animals or anything like that. I love animals. But do you think a squirrel can sit there and contemplate this deep about its existence? We all have our own little perks in his life. Birds can fly. I'm not jealous of them. Sometimes I used to be jealous of a bird. They can fly, they can do whatever they want. But think about the abilities you have. Think about the things you possess and why. Think about why you have that ability. Why are you able to think so deeply about your existence, about life? And you're like, huh, maybe it's for a reason. And now you're connecting the puzzle pieces, right? So I was supposed to talk about the afterlife, past lives, how it could be. Let's see how work. Listen to music, once made. Wow, I would love to see that post. Animals definitely happier. Humans make things too complicated. Yes, yes. You're right. We have all this stuff, but it's really quite the contrary, right? We have we made life very easy for ourselves, and we think that we should be more happier than the animals. But man, we make things so complicated, so complicated, man. So complicated is beyond understanding. It's enough to cry about. Cats truly live in the moment. Yes, they do. You'd be like a lot of cats in this yard too. They just be chilling, man. Give off Lauren Hill vibes. I love Lauren. I love the complexity. It gets it gets crazy, man. Wow, the sun is going down. I talk to you guys, but can you stop? But this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. It was really nice talking to you guys. I would definitely do this more often, especially if it's communities like this. See you guys later.